the home to the Country Music Hall of Fame. We're in Nashville, Tennessee, but today we've got some good football for you. He sends this one deep. He's to the 20. He's taken down at the 28-yard line. The Commodores and their ground game's always been sensational. It's not always one guy, Herbie. Sometimes they've got 2 or 3 that can carry the load.
And that's what makes it so tough for this defense is you're not focusing in on just one guy. You're focusing in on really an entire scheme. And because of that diversity, I think it makes it more of a challenge. And you got to be better tacklers in the open field. And I think that's really what they've stressed all week is tackling and gang tackling and getting to the football.
Hard to get to guys and make tackles in space. Second down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 28. Throws a laser across the middle. He's taken down right around the 34. They just took what the defense gave them on that play.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage.
That's a great tackle at the 46.
I like the call here by the defense to bring the heat with the outside linebacker. It was just a better call by the offense, and that's why it's a first down.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 46. He's under pressure. Moves up in the pocket, and down he goes.
But the defense is fired up, responding and reacting to that sack. Not only do they get the quarterback, but they hit him and hit him hard. I think that can really create some confidence for this defense. The next time this quarterback drops back to throw, you got to be thinking he's going to be a little bit gun-shy and concerned about the pressure that these defense is putting on him.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's second and long. Fires it out. And they make the stop at the 44.
Number 99 makes the tackle at the 44-yard line. That brings us to 12.
That'll make it fourth down, and they're going to have to punt.
The defense held their ground on that play. The quarterback just wasn't able to find any open receivers.
Valentine back to return it. Gets to about the 27-yard line. The quarterback brings his troops out onto the field for the first drive of the game. The delayed handoff picks up about 6 yards there.
That'll make it second and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on second down. And he carries the ball for a nice gain. A 4-yard gain by the halfback on the option. Here's a run. And he's shoved out of bounds around the 40-yard line. And they get enough for the first.
What's interesting about that short run on third down is now they have the ability to go to play-action pass and stretch out this defense.
And he's level at the 39-yard line. From their own 39-yard line. Second down. Quick throw out to the receiver. Knocked out of bounds at the 48.
Gain of 9 yards. That makes it 4-3.
Now he tries to buy some time. Room around the corner. No one open, so he's going to run. Tackle at the 37. The defense is having a difficult time stopping this drive.
Right now, they're doing enough to be in situations they want to be in, but
They have to finish the job. And the plays start to add up, so we'll have to see if this defense starts to look tired out there.
From the 37-yard line, it's first down. He gets to about the 24-yard line.
Gain of 13 yards. That makes it.
Here's the 8th play of the series. They give to the tailback, and he hits him hard at the 27-yard line. From the 27-yard line, it's second down. He steps out at the 24.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. Third down.
Here's play number 10 on the drive. Catches it, and he's immediately tackled behind the line. So it's fourth down. It looks like they're going to try for the long field goal. Northern Illinois could take the lead with this field goal. It has the distance, and it's good.
Yeah, he got some good leg behind it, and he kicked an accurate ball right between the goalposts.
3-0, Northern Illinois.
Northern Illinois is lined
Richardson has his kick team lined up, and he is set to kick this one off. It's fielded at the 2. Tackle at the 29-yard line. The Huskies are right where they want to be early in this one, partner.
Well, this is what their coach talked about, getting off to a great start. The defense did their job, and it's nice to see the offense move the ball down the field and also get some points on the board.
And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan. And he's tackled at the 27.
Called a loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll bring it second and 12.
From their own 27-yard line. Second down. And he's taken down around the 33-yard line. Quick strike to the receiver.
He made a good read here to find his teammate. That's sound decision-making.
Taken down behind the line.
Loss of 2 on the play. That makes it 4th and 8.
Smith is the punter. Valentine fields at the 29. Makes it out to maybe the 40-yard line. A good job on their last drive, getting 3. Let's see if they can get some more on this drive. Northern Illinois holds a field goal lead. He's got an opening. He gets hit out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So it's second down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Nice run there.
Brings him down. Called a gain of 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
Up the middle for a nice gain.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. First down.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43-yard line. Nice gain as he works the right side. Jones gains about 5 yards on the run.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
Tackle made at the 25.
That's a gain of 13 on the play.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line. And he is drilled at the 23.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
The defense has got some of their best pass defenders on the field. They set up in the dime to counter that 5 wide receiver set. And down he goes around the 22-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and 7.
So we're looking at another 3rd down here. Northern Illinois is up by 3. Pulls it in, 1st down, and he's knocked out of bounds.
This is why it's so important to have success in running the football. It forces a defense to prepare for it, and then that creates chances on play action. They executed that one perfectly.
It's the 9th play of the drive. Defense goes with the extra defensive backs as the offense comes up 5 wide. Quick strike, and he drops it.
Mitchell is the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd
From
and
the
10.
11-yard line. 2nd down. Gives it to the back. He's tackled around the 3-yard line.
That's a gain of 8 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Here's the 11th play of the drive. Touchdown, NIU. And he adds the extra point. An 11-play, 60-yard drive, and it's good for 7 points. So our score, 10-0. They line up to kick this one away. He just drills this one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Northern Illinois has got people flying all over the field on defense right now.
Boy, they sure do. Right now, we're just seeing great defensive effort. They have a plan. They understand it. They're playing with great speed, and they're not giving up big plays. That's why they're playing well up to this point.
They need to show a little giddy-up now, because if they don't start eating into this deficit, they could easily fall out of the game. How about that play?
That's a good pickup there. He just dropped back and delivered a nice throw.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
There are 3 quarters remaining. The Huskies with a 10-point lead. Back to the action now here in the 2nd quarter.
4 down. Hey, check Mike, 6. Here we go. Black 90. Motion.
You keep gaining negative yards, and you put yourself in a position of having to make bigger and bigger plays. Puts a lot of pressure on that quarterback.
It's 3rd down, 8 to go. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Mike 6.
Fires that quickly, incomplete. So that'll make it 4th down.
The offense really had nowhere to go on that one. The play was very well defended, and now the incompletion will force the 4th down and a punt.
They've got 10 guys up. They're coming after the kick. Oh, excellent punt. Valentine fields it at the 26. Brought down at the 35-yard line. You think about the challenges these two teams are facing. On one side, you've got to find a way to keep building on your lead, and on the other side, you've got to find a way to get back in it. Fires complete over the middle. Brought down at the 36-yard line.
Let's give some credit to the big boys up front. They held off the blitz just long enough for the quarterback to make the connection and pick up some good yards.
First and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line. They'll bring him down at the 25-yard line.
Call it a gain of 11 yards. First down.
Mike 12. Mike 12. Let's go. Watch the lead.
They run left, and he'll lose yardage.
The offense knows that the linebackers are cheating up a little bit on the run. They can get some protection. They might want to open up a little bit of space for some passes underneath.
It's second down now, and 14 to go. Ball on the 29. They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. He's out of bounds around the 26-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and 11.
He's looking for 6. This one will fall incomplete. It's 4th down. So the kicker comes out. He'll try to put 3 points on the board. It's up, and he just drilled it from long range. And he's got to be happy about that kick.
Oh, no question. This kid is just a solid kicker.
13-0, Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois to kick. He'll return it from the 4-yard line. He makes it to the 28-yard line. It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime. Throws complete. He's got room to work.
That's great execution. Quarterback made a nice throw, and the receiver was able to go up and make the play.
From their own 42-yard line. First down. And they make the stop at the 43-yard line.
That brings us 2nd and 9.
5 wide. And he makes it out to about the 44-yard line.
That's a TD1 on the play. 3rd down.
3rd down, and they need to get it inside the 48. To his tailback. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
I like how the offense is using the pass to get him involved. He's explosive, and you just want to get the ball in his hands.
He's taken down around the 36-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1.
Tight end right. 4 down. Mike 6. Ready. Wide 88. Wide 88.
Tackle at the 33-yard line.
Makes it 1st and 10.
Check back. Mike 6. Ready. Red 18. Red 18.
Throws incomplete.
Yeah, I think the quarterback got so excited to make this throw that I think he just put too much on the football. His receiver was open. He just misfired.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 33. Still on his feet. He's all the way. Touchdown.
I can guarantee you'll be seeing that one in the highlight reels. What a great, great run. A real display of all the tools that he brings to the table.
He makes the PAT. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions.
Northern Illinois up 6. Makes it out to about the 33.
Gain of 8 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go. He's at midfield. He's got it out to his tight end. And he's tackled at the 42-yard line.
Number 12 is the tackle, 42-yard line. First down.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 42. And he tackles him hard at the 40-yard line.
Gain of 2 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Defensive coordinator anticipating this 5-wide set, and he comes in with his dime package. Quick throw out to the receiver, and he's taken down at the 31.
Number 9 on the tackle at the 31-yard line.
First and 10.
First down.
Ball on the 31-yard line. They go to the back, and he's hit immediately in the backfield.
That makes it 2nd and 14.
Looking for his man, incomplete. And there wasn't anyone in the vicinity.
I think the ball just slipped out on him.
3rd down, and they need to get it to the 21. Northern Illinois is up by 6. What a play, and that'll set up a 1st and goal.
That makes it 1st and goal.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
Roger. 7 to Mike. Mike 7. Come on. Let's go. 5, 3.
Touchdown, Northern Illinois. A short burst for the score.
That's what happens when you can win the war in the trenches down near the goal line.
And he hits the PAT. So that's an 8-play, 76-yard drive. And the result, 7 points.
Brad, I thought the offense did a really nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive. I thought the defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
So the score now, 20-7. He's taken down at the 30-yard line. The Commodores know, I think, that at some point they just have to do what they do, even if it's not working right now. If they can get it going in the second half, it should really improve the ball game and the offense.
Well, the offensive line, I think, also has to be accountable here. We look so much to our star players, and we always want them to put up big numbers. But to me, the two go hand in hand. When a running back's going to have a great game, the offensive line deserves some credit. When the running back's struggling, you got to look at that offensive line and say, fellas, you got to help me out. We're not going to change or deviate from this game plan. We need to be able to change this game around, and it starts up front with the offensive line.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. Caught, open field. Inside the 30. Tackle made at the 25.
Huge play for both the quarterback and receiver, but it all starts with the big fellas up front who provided the time to get the quarterback a chance to throw.
And he might want it all here, and does! They knock it down, incomplete.
Almost a touchdown there, but that is a stellar play by the corner to get a hand in and knock it away.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 25.
Wide 50! Wide 50!
He's got it with room to run. He goes out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here. And that sets them up for the first and goal. First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line. And he hits him hard at the 6-yard line. A 1-yard gain by the halfback. Vanderbilt will take their second time out of the half. So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers. Throws quickly into the end zone, caught for the touchdown.
That's a positive for the passing game. It was absolutely the right call in that situation.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. A nice 7-play, 70-yard drive, and that's good for a touchdown. The score now, 20-14. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Boy, this is turning into a shootout here. Now remember, the last time we saw this offense out in the field, they answered the bell and scored a touchdown. Can they do that now a second time? The quarterback did a really good job in the last drive of finding his receivers in space, and I bet he'll be looking to do the same thing again.
Throws it to the halfback on the screen. And down he goes, right around the 34.
You know what? After a play like that, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if they went to the air again.
Northern Illinois with a 6-point lead. Quick out to his receiver. He's tackled at the 43.
Number 2 with the tackle at the 43-yard line.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. And he almost has the INT.
The intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Zips it to the tight end, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 47. From their own 47-yard line, it's 3rd down. Throws quick to the receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Number 3 is the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 4th and 5.
He's tackled at the 20. Vanderbilt's roaring back. They're within striking distance right now.
Yeah, they've done a good job of kind of sticking with their game plan after a very slow start. And now you look up at the scoreboard, and right before the half, you're right back in the football game.
The offense really came up with a nice drive there last time out, and most of those yards came through the air.
This defense needs to improve from front to back. The line needs to put more pressure on the quarterback, and the defensive backs need to stick it to these receivers with tighter coverage.
2nd and 3.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
Wide 88! Wide 88! Hot!
Gets rid of it quickly, and he can't hang on to it. 3rd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. And off, and they won't make it.
Sometimes when you think you've got great plays called, the defense just has the answers.
Smith to punt. Tries to get around the corner. He makes it out to midfield. A tight first half of football, and we head to the break. 20-14 Huskies.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis and David Pollack here, completely locked in on that first half. Ball security was a major theme coming into this game, and both offensive coordinators have to be thrilled with the fact that their offenses, first and foremost, did a good job of taking care of the ball.
And you don't see it every game, that's for sure, that both teams don't have a turnover at the half, and you usually see those critical mistakes that set up a short field for you to take advantage of, and it's definitely nice. It's nice to be able to put in a plan all throughout the week and to be able to execute it and not to be able to make those big mistakes, because coaches will tell you, it's those big mistakes that kill you. It's okay to be rushed in the pocket as a quarterback and then throw it to your mom in the third row. Don't throw it in harm's way. Both quarterbacks done a good job, and as a result, both teams with 0 turnovers in the first half.
We've done what we can do here at halftime. Time to get you back out to the second half. We'll keep an eye on everything going on in college football. Brad Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit ready with a call.
Welcome back, everybody. Second half action about to begin. He sends this one deep. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
So we're just about ready to return to action.
Northern Illinois up 6. He's to the 40. He steps out
Right around the 32-yard line.
First down.
So it's 1st and 10 after the big run.
Three down. Mike 18, Mike 18. Let's go.
Brought down at about the 37-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 14.
Right. Three down. Mike 7.
Makes the grab and steps out right away.
Makes the reception. Gain of 16 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
From the 21-yard line. First down.
Mike 12. Ready.
That's a great tackle at the 25-yard line.
That brings up 2nd and 13.
Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
That's good for a gain of 5 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 9.
Now it's 3rd and 9 coming up. Ball on the 20-yard line. Northern Illinois is up by 6. Goes to the end zone.
This unit has quick hands, and they showed it there by knocking away the pass.
He gets it up, and he got it. Richardson ready to kick.
Number
Excellent kick. He's to the 20. They'll bring him down at the 25. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. Nice run there. Vaughn gets about 4 yards on the draw play.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
From their own 29-yard line. 2nd down. Caught and out of bounds after a short gain. Gain of 6 on the pass, and that's good for a 1st down.
Short throws like this are very effective because they tend to wear down the defense over the course of a game, especially when they get you a 1st down and keep the offense on the field.
They'll bring him down at the 38-yard line. He picked up around 3 yards on the draw play.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
From their own 38-yard line. 2nd down. Has some daylight. And they make the stop around the 47-yard line. He makes it out to maybe the 49-yard line.
That's a gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 49-yard line.
4 down. Check number 6.
On the run. He's taken down at midfield.
Makes the tackle. That's a gain of 1 on the play. 3rd down.
Tight left. 3 down. Hey, check back, 6.
He's at the 40. Gets it out quickly. Tackled at the 37-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. Flips it middle to the running back. And he's tackled at the 31-yard line. It's the 9th play of the drive.
4 down. Hey, check back, 6.
Steps out of bounds around the 28-yard line. And once again, they'll come to the line trying to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Ready.
And he just gets rid of it.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
And they can make this a 1-possession game with this kick right here. Kicks up, and it's good. And he's got to be happy about that kick.
Oh, no question. This kid is just a solid kicker.
23-17, Northern Illinois. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He just drills this one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Both these offenses stepping up and answering the bell. Who's going to blink first here?
You're exactly right. I've just been impressed with the way they've been able to execute. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on them. Anytime you're feeling that the other offense can put points up on the board, there's a tendency to want to press. Neither one has done that up to this point, and right now it's going to come down to who can continue to execute, put points up.
The quarterback leads his squad back out. They got 3 on their last possession. The quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. And it's caught, and he's brought down quickly.
Number 4 on the tackle at the 31-yard line.
They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down. Northern Illinois with a 6-point lead. He's got to throw it in a hurry. And he's taken down at the 38.
Gain of 7 yards. That makes it first and 10.
Down to lose one.
Mike 12.
Makes it out to about the 46.
Gain of 8 yards. That makes it second and 2.
So it's second down and about 2 yards to go.
Mike 12. Mike 12.
Coming. Let's go. Come on. Easy. Lock in.
He fights forward to about the 49.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. First down.
Let's go.
And they get him in the backfield for a loss. So they wrapped him up before he could get anything going.
Yeah, there was nothing there on that option.
Second down, 14 coming up here. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Go nowhere, 22. Go nowhere. Here we go.
Tackle made at the 43-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 12 yards. That'll bring up third and 2.
Nice run up the middle.
Gain of 4 yards. First down.
And this is the 8th play of the drive.
Tight right.
Jones gets the call. He fights forward to about the 36. It's second and 7. Ball on the 36-yard line. Northern Illinois up 6. He makes it out to maybe the 33-yard line. Here's play number 10 on the drive. He fights forward to about the 30. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. They're going to try a long field goal here. It's up, looks long enough, and he nails the long field goal. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He's to the 20, and he just got drilled.
Kickoff return, 14 yards.
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. Quick throw out to the receiver. He gets hit out of bounds at the 28-yard line. It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. And they got to him before he could get back to the line.
Behind the line. Call it a loss of 1 yard on the play. Third down.
Hey, check back, 6.
5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun.
Ready.
Wide out makes the first down catch. And down he goes at the 40-yard line. From their own 40-yard line. First down. 5 wide.
3-19.
Throws it in a hurry. He's tackled around the 48-yard line. So at the end of 3, Northern Illinois leads 26-17.
That's good enough for another Vanderbilt. First down.
All right, we're just about set to start action here again in the fourth quarter.
Tight right. 4 down. Check number 6. Here we go.
They go to the back, and he's hit immediately in the backfield. So the halfback loses about 2 on the run.
That'll bring up second and 12.
From the 50, it's second down.
Four down. Mike 6. Mike 6.
He makes it to the 48-yard line.
Makes the tackle. That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That brings us 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Black 98. Black 98.
He's pushed out of bounds at about the 49.
Loss of 3 on the play. That'll make it 4th and 14.
It's 4th down, and they're going to try to go for it.
Roger, Roger. Hey, check back, check back.
So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers.
Watch the screen. Ready.
And he's hit immediately. And they're going to have to give the ball back after going for it on 4th and long.
Not much you can do there. You got to go for it and give yourselves a chance.
Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop.
Quick out to his receiver. And he is drilled at the 48-yard line.
Call it a gain of 12 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
From the 48-yard line, it's 1st down.
Mike 7. Mike 7. Ready. Black and 5.
Throws complete, and he's hit hard behind the line.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll bring us 2nd and 12.
Completes it, but he can't shake the defense. That'll be a 7-yard pickup.
Hey, they picked up a nice gain of 7 yards on that play. Great pass.
From the 43-yard line, it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
And he's tackled in the open field.
You know, if you use him in this offense the right way, it's almost like you have an extra wide receiver. He's that good.
2 down. Mike 12. Mike 12. Set. Ready 5. Ready 5.
He gets out to about the 32-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play. That brings us 2nd and 9.
From the 32-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Down. 12 to Mike.
Quick shot to the open receiver, and he can't hang on to the ball.
Continue to see it on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 9.
He heaves it deep. And he's all the way in for the touchdown.
They pretty much had their way with the defense there. Terrific play.
Well, they're going to try for the 2-point conversion.
Pretty quiet, deep, pretty quiet. Check back 12. Ready. Red 18.
And they get the 2. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Harrison from the 4. He's tackled at the 29. And here we go with the offense ready to get things going again.
3 down. Set.
Fires out quickly to the tailback. Brought down right around the 30.
Gain of 1 yard. That brings us 2nd and 9.
from their own 30-yard line. Second down. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. And it's caught. And he tackles him hard at the 42-yard line. He throws a dart to the right. Makes the grab and steps out right away.
That's pretty impressive. Accuracy is important, but just as important is having receivers that can make plays.
From the 47-yard line. First down. And they got him. He just blew past the blockers and dragged the quarterback down.
Boy, excellent play by the defense here. A few extra seconds, and those receivers might have been open.
It's 2nd and 15. Ball on the 49.
Here we go. Flag 68. Flag 68. Tight right. 4 down. Hey, check back, 6, back 6.
How did he drop that? The defender did everything that he needs to do. He read the play perfectly. He stepped up, and what does he do? He drops the interception. Boy, the offense caught a break there.
Smith is the punter.
Sometimes it's not the huge distance, but precision that you need from your punter. Nicely done.
And as the defense comes back out, you can be sure they're thinking about that score they surrendered the last time around.
This offensive coordinator's got to be feeling so good about the execution that he's seeing from his quarterback and his wide receivers. Because, again, they put so much time into trying to put a plan together, and to be able to see that actually come into play.
And he scores! Touchdown! The wide receiver flew down the field on that touchdown connection.
Well, he has the speed to stretch the defense, and his hands are getting better every single game.
And he adds the extra point. Northern Illinois is ready to kick it away. Taken from the 3-yard line. He makes it out maybe to the 26-yard line. Their last drive resulted in a punt, so let's see if they can put together something a little more promising here. Quick throw, and they make the stop at the 39. 1st and 10, ball on their own 39. They come out in an empty backfield. He steps out at the 42.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Four down. Hey, check back, 6, back 6. Here we go. 59.
Quick throw, almost intercepted.
That was textbook coverage by the defense. That's exactly what you want to do on every single pass play, but it doesn't always happen.
3rd down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 42. Throws in a hurry. Got it. Complete. He's out of bounds.
Just under 3 to go in regulation.
Here we go. Flag 58. Flag 68.
Gets rid of it quickly, and that was almost picked.
Number 80, the intended receiver on the play.
From the 45-yard line. Second down. There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Fires out to his receiver. And he's tackled around the 30-yard line.
He looked pretty cool back there. Even with the outside linebacker blitzing, he made an accurate throw, and the result is a new set of downs.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Hey, check back 6, back 6. Ready.
Quick pass. Tackle right around the 22-yard line. And this play is number 8 on the drive.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Scrambling around. They'll make the sack.
Man, these guys can be aggressive. When you stand back there and take hits like that, you definitely are going to feel it the next day.
This is the 9th play of this drive.
Larry. Hey, check. Mike 50,
Fires it out. He's taken down around the 28-yard line. That's a 2-yard loss.
They really just didn't have any room to work on that play. The defense just suffocated them there.
It's 4th down, and the offense is getting set to go for it. Less than 2 minutes in the 4th quarter. Gets it out quickly. And he's taken down at the 14-yard line. This is the 11th play of this drive.
Mike's 50.
Throws quickly, and it's almost intercepted.
That's the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 14. Here comes the pressure. Strike to his receiver, no good.
Number 11 was the intended receiver.
13th play of the drive coming up.
Tight end right. 4 down. Hey, check back 6.
He throws. Looking for 6, and he got it. Touchdown.
You've got to give each of these guys credit for getting in sync, really fighting to create that touchdown.
So the offense will stay on the field and attempt the 2-point conversion. The quarterback in the gun, empty backfield, 5 wide receivers in the formation. He's got it for 2. He just took a licking. Northern Illinois' dreams are a reality in this football game. They've scored 21 points in a row. They punched it in for 6 on the last series. Can they do it again?
I think the defense right now is just sitting back on their heels. They're allowing the offense to kind of dictate things to them. And one thing is that any defensive coordinator will tell you in the country, you have to be the one trying to dictate things to the offense. So change it up. Try something different. If it's not working, you can't continue to sit back on your heels.
Under a minute left. Handoff to the right. Good tackle there in space.
Nothing tentative on that run at all. He looked very determined and got the first down.
From the 24-yard line. First down. And
And they get nice yardage on that run. Jones gets 6 yards on the carry. The Commodores using their 3rd and last timeout. And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. Takes a knee. Keep it on the ground again. They'll bring him down at the 19-yard line. So much scoring and so much fun. And finally, it's over. Northern Illinois, 41. Vanderbilt, 25. So that wraps things up for us. For EA Sports and Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you next time.